Welcome back to the Final Whistle, guys, and today we are jumping into a group reaction of Group A. It is finally wrapped up and it is finally over today, with Switzerland beating out Turkey 3-1 and Italy beating Wales 1-0 to wrap up the group. It was a very interesting group for Group A, seeing Italy finish on 9 points, Wales finish on 4 points, and Switzerland finish on 4, with Turkey falling out on no points. Guys, hit the sub button, hit the like button right before we jump into it, guys. Hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this group. Let me know if there's any surprises to you guys, if you guys got anything wrong. And just keep hitting the sub and like button. I'm loving all the support from everyone, and it's fantastic. We're gonna jump into things here, guys. I just wanted to go through each team and how I think each team did and some of the results that surprised me. We're gonna start with Turkey here, guys. We're gonna go from bottom up, and Turkey here, guys, were my shock. I did not see this coming at all. If you guys go back and watch my predictions video, I think I had Turkey second or close to first. I was probably confused or something because this Turkey team looked absolutely abysmal after that first performance against Italy. If you guys watched every game of the Euros and you go back and you watch the first game against Italy, you can see that Turkey were going out from day one. If you go back and watch that game, Turkey had nothing going forward. When they did, they looked abysmal. The back line against Italy, they looked good for a little bit until Demiral scored that own goal. And then it went downhill, and ever since then, that team has been terrible for me. You look at how they played against Italy, they played with 10 men, 11 men behind the ball all stacked up on the 18-yard box. And people could say, oh, that was just against Italy. They're playing Italy. It's a top-notch side. You can do that against a team like Italy. For me, you can't. Yes, you can say you're playing a better team. But you still look at I don't know, your Wales against Italy. They had 10 men and they're still pushing forward and almost scoring chances. I'll talk about that later. But other teams in this tournament, Hungary, you could talk about so many other examples in this tournament. North Macedonia, yes, they're still playing Austria, but it's still a bigger tournament team. And the fact that Turkey had to play with 11 men on the 18-yard box defending all game against Italy summed it up in game one for me. I knew they were going out from game one, just how bad they were going forward, and the defensive wise was awful. You look at the game against Wales, the open space, the lack of communication, the lack of leadership was abysmal. And you even saw it you could say, yes, it's game three, but game three they needed to win. They needed to show some heart, some hunger, some desire to go out and show some passion to win the game. And this communication and lack of leadership back there between Soyuncu and Demiral was sickening to watch. It was so bad. You saw Shaqiri have a late chance in the first half that could have made it 3-0, but it's a beautiful save by their goalkeeper. There was just so much open space behind them. You saw it again with the ball from Zuber for the third goal from Shaqiri to finalize that win. But yeah, guys, for me, Turkey have looked absolutely terrible, and you could see it happening from day one. And Turkey are coming fourth in Group A with no points, no goals scored, and a 3-0 loss to Italy, 2-0 loss to Wales, and a 3-1 loss today against Switzerland, guys. And that sums up Turkey's performance right there. I'm going to move on to Switzerland here, guys, because I think this was a very interesting one for me, and probably for a lot of people. They had an okay performance game day one against Wales. For me, I personally would have said Wales deserved to win that. I think Wales played great in little stints in that game. And then Switzerland went out in game day two and lost 3-0 to Italy. That was obviously you're going to lose to Italy, but at least they did show some spark, unlike Turkey did against Italy in game day one. And then today, for me, Switzerland looked phenomenal. You could say they're playing against Turkey, but they did look great. Shaqiri, for me, what a player. I think he needs to leave Liverpool. He needs to be getting some starting time. He needs to be playing somewhere, game in, game out. Switzerland's now top goal scorer in a major tournament with 7 goals, and deservedly so. You look at him and how he's played. 2 absolute bangers today. His first half goal, a curler on his right foot, bends it top right hand corner, which you'd never expect from a guy like Shaqiri, who is a left-footed dominant player. And just him putting this team on his back and carrying them. But I want to talk about 2 guys here, guys, for the Switzerland team before I move on to Wales. But 2 guys who stood out so much for me today and the past couple games for me, but mostly against Turkey. For me, this game could have been Turkey's game too. Jan Sommer in net. unbelievable performance. He made 3 or 4 world-class elite saves, and that game could have been flipped on its head early in that game or sometime in that first half when he made some incredible saves that should have never been kept. Those are guys like Donnarumma, Neuer, David De Gea, Ederson, Alisson. Guys like that make those saves. Jan Sommer showed why he needs to be talked about more, and he was unbelievable today, guys. If you go back and watch that game, just go watch the highlights. You'll realize that Turkey could have easily been in this game a lot earlier than it was when they scored that wonder goal. And the other guy that stood out so much for me, Granit Xhaka. For Arsenal, he looks abysmal. He looks like he's not there at some games. And other games, Granit Xhaka looks like a world beater for Arsenal. For this tournament for me, and especially this game against Turkey, you could say it was Turkey, but I still think Turkey do have a good midfield. They do have some good attackers. They just played terrible. But Granit Xhaka was the glue that held this midfield together. I've seen people tweeting out and posting on Instagram, Marco Verratti's running the midfield against Wales. Marco Verratti's done this. Jorginho's done this. People need to talk about Granit Xhaka and what he's done in this game. I want to see some appreciation posts, some talk about Granit Xhaka. I think he held this midfield together like glue. I think the ball-winning challenges he took, some of the plays he made was just phenomenal, and the way he stood in the challenges was great. And I'd give him all plaudits because I'm going to have another video coming out probably sometime today or tomorrow talking about his transfer to Roma, because that guy's almost 100% it's going to happen for him to go to Roma. And Roma are getting a bargain here for me, guys. What he showed at this tournament has been it's been unbelievable for Granit Xhaka, really, guys. What he's done, it's blown me away from what he puts out at Arsenal and what he does at Switzerland. If he can bring this performance from Switzerland to Italy and play in Roma, he's gonna have a new Granit Xhaka in AS Roma. We're gonna move on to talk about Wales, guys, because I think as my third place team and one of those 4 best out of all the groups, I think Switzerland are going through 4 points. It's gonna be hard to beat for a third place team. So I got Switzerland obviously are gonna go through for me. I want to talk about Wales here, guys. I think Wales had a very good tournament so far. A 1-1 result against Switzerland. Some may argue Wales deserved more. I think they did. Or they could argue Switzerland deserved more. But Wales still hard fought 1-1 draw. Beat Turkey 2-0. Very good result for them. A brilliant performance, hands down. And a 1-0 loss for me against Italy. Guys, I want to talk about this one quickly for Wales and move on to Italy. Wales. You guys might be shocked what I think is their best performance in the tournament so far. I think it's against Italy today. I think when I watched Wales against Italy, when they went down to 10 men, I'm like, oh, Italy's gonna pump them 3-0, 4-0, maybe just 2-0 and sit back like Italy does. But no, we saw Italy go out and pump Switzerland 3-0, Turkey 3-0, and they come to Wales. Pessina gets that 1-0. You could argue that Italy played a rotated side. You could argue it wasn't their best side, but Wales. Once they got the red card, I'm like, this is done. It's over. The resilience, the passion, the pride. I always talk about that in international football because that is always there and is a huge factor which you've seen so far. It looked like Hungary. But you look at what they showed after that red card. It was unbelievable. And for me, the outstanding part was Gareth Bale showing his experience and his leadership and helping Ethan Ampadu off the field and showing him some backbone and just being a great captain and a great leader for that Welsh side, and you saw it right there, helping Ethan Ampadu after that red card and cheering him up a bit. And sadly, Ethan Ampadu will not be there next game in the round of 16. But guys, if you want to go back and see a performance, this was a great game between Italy and Wales, and I loved watching. It was a great performance from Wales, and salute to them. They've done great so far, and it's going to be exciting to see what they do in the round of 16 and who they draw next round. Guys, to sum up this video, we're going to talk about Italy, team coming first place in the group. So far, we had Wales on 4 points in second, Switzerland in third on 4, and Turkey in the basement. And we're going to talk about Wales. Like I said, 2-3-0 wins and a 1-0 win against Wales. This Italy side has not been scored on in 11 games. It's been 11 games since they got scored on. 12 games since they got scored on, my bad. And they got Ciro Immobile scoring. They got Pessina scoring, who wasn't even on the squad before. They got the likes of Insigne. Just some of the players, Locatelli, their defensive midfielder, scoring too. What this Italian side under Roberto Mancini is doing is absolutely unbelievable. I would have never predicted this. Actually, I did predict this, sorry guys, but what they've done, I didn't expect them to blow teams out of the water this badly. I expected it to be closer in some games, especially like the Switzerland game or the Turkey game. Maybe not 3-0, but the battering they gave to those teams was unbelievable. And I could easily see Italy going on and winning this tournament. If you go watch mine and my friend's podcast, Football on Football, I predicted Italy to win it and England to win it. And Italy for me, or everyone's sleeping on Italy. They're going Portugal, France, England, Belgium. I don't have Belgium anywhere near winning this personally, but I could see Italy winning this. What they've done in this group, people could say it's an easier group, but it's not an easier group if you look at it deeper in. And what Italy have done and what Roberto Mancini has done has been phenomenal. The back line has been a lot better than I expected. Spinazzola has been fantastic. Chiesa looked like an unbelievable player, which he always has. For me, the important key part was Immobile scoring, and he's on the score sheet, and he is playing well. And the midfield with Jorginho, Verratti, Locatelli, they've all looked fantastic. This Italy side are going far, guys. I'm still on the fence on who I think is going to win it. But so far, I'd say Italy are going to win it for me, guys. But guys, I'm going to sign off here for another video here. My Group A reaction to all the games that have happened so far in this group. And we're going to have some more transfers and some more videos coming out very soon for you guys. But we'll be right back in a little bit. Peace, guys.